In this lesson, we will review factoring. The first step of factoring is always to factor out the GCF, the greatest common factor, if there is one. For problem number 1, both of these are divisible by 4, so we're going to definitely bring that 4 out front. Now, if you divide both of these by 4, that's going to tell you what will be left inside, which is going to be x squared minus 49. Hopefully you recognize this as the difference of two squares, so you can immediately factor this as x plus 7 times x minus 7. Do not forget the 4 that you had out front. This is now factored completely. All right, looking at number 2, there is no common factor, so it's a trinomial. Our best bet to factor this is to factor it as a binomial times a binomial. 2x squared can only factor as 2x times x. 1 can only factor as 1 times 1. Inner plus outer must equal middle. Inner, I have 1x. Outer, I have 2x. To get a middle of negative 1, I need a positive 1 and a negative 2. So this will give me positive 1 and this will give me negative 2. Also, positive 1 times negative 1 does give me the negative 1 that I need. So this is the correct answer for number 2, completely factored. Okay, looking at number 3. Again, the first step of factoring is to factor out the GCF, the greatest common factor, if there is one. Both of these are divisible by 3. So let's start by factoring out the 3. All right, 3 times 25 is 75, and 3 times 9 is 27. This, again, on the inside is the difference of two squares, so we can factor this immediately as 5x plus 3 times 5x minus 3. And now this is factored completely. Okay, there's no common factor here, so it's a trinomial. So let's go for a binomial times a binomial. X squared can only factor as x times x. Now, 36 is either going to be 6 times 6, or it could be 9 times 4, or it could be 3 times 12, or it could be 2 times 18. Okay, so we have all of these possibilities. Now, because there's no leading coefficient, or the leading coefficient is 1, we can immediately look for the 15 among these now. And I'm seeing 3 and 12. 3 and 12 will make 15. So let's go ahead and do 3 times 12. Inner plus outer must equal middle. So inner, I have 3x. Outer, I have 12x. If I want to get a middle of negative 15, both of these have to be negative. Negative 3 times negative 12 is positive 36, so we've done it. Okay, take a look at number 5. There's no common factor, so let's go ahead and go for binomial times binomial. 3x squared can only factor as 3x times x. 14 is either going to be 2 times 7 or 1 times 14. Let's try 2 times 7. Inner plus outer must equal middle. Inner, I have 2x. Outer, I have 21x. I'm trying to get a middle of 1x. No matter how I choose the signs, I can't get 1x out of 2 and 21. Before I give up, though, let's try trading places and putting the 7 here and the 2 here. Now let's look at it again. Inner plus outer must equal middle. Inner, I have 7x. Outer, I have 6x. This is looking doable. I'm trying to get a middle of 1x. That will happen if I have a positive 7 and a negative 6. So there's my positive 7, and a negative here will give me the negative 6. Also, positive 7 times negative 2 is negative 14, so this is correctly factored. Okay, looking at number 6, there is no common factor, so let's go ahead and go for binomial times binomial. Now 4x squared has two possibilities. This is either going to be 2x times 2x, or it could be 4x times x. All right, either one of those could give me 4x squared. So let's start with 2x times 2x. If this doesn't work, we'll go back and try 4x times x. Now 3 can only factor as 3 times 1. So inner plus outer must equal middle. Inner, I have 6x. Outer, I have 2x. I'm trying to get a middle of negative 4. I can make negative 4 out of this if this is a negative 6 and this is a positive 2. So negative here will make the negative 6 inner. A positive here will make the positive 2x outer. Also, negative 3 times positive 1 is negative 3. So we've done it.